3 refineries, Mr. President, in Indiana, Illinois, and Flint Hills, Minnesota, currently shut down for maintenance or upgrades. A 4th in Wisconsin is currently offline as they turn their production over to summer fuel blends. And a 5th refinery in St. Paul Park, Minnesota, remained down longer than expected. But I understand that that refinery is again operational. The result of all these closures, Minnesota and other parts of the upper Midwest simply don't have enough refined gasoline to make it to the market right now. In this day and age, when we have a surplus of fuel, when we're drilling record amounts in North Dakota, when we don't see a huge increase in the price of oil, this just shouldn't be happening. That's why last Thursday I called on the Department of Energy to thoroughly review the timing of scheduled maintenance operations and to take action to address future supply problems that are preventable. I've also spoken with the Department of Energy about ways to resolve the issue quickly and prevent disruptions down the road. I'm working with DOE and industry partners on legislation that addresses known scheduled closures for refineries for maintenance. Having improved information could serve as an early warning system to protect consumers from production problems within the refinery industry. With more transparency and more lead time, fuel retailers will have the opportunity to purchase fuel at prices that better reflect the underlying cost of crude oil and better reflect supply and demand across the country. I also believe that refineries should give immediate notification of any unplanned outages, and I'm working to address this as well. I'm also working with the Secretary of Energy to look at the potential for additional refined fuel storage capacity in our region. Minnesota has less storage capacity for refined products than other parts of the country, making us more vulnerable to the kinds of refinery outages we've experienced this year, both planned and unplanned. If we had additional storage in place, we could better ensure fair and consistent prices for our consumers. This week, I talked to all the major oil companies that own these refineries, and it looks as though additional shipments from a pipeline are helping to increase supplies. This should provide some relief. Petroleum marketers in Minnesota have reported that spot prices in the wholesale market were down by 30 cents, but that drop has not yet reached our consumers, Mr. President. I believe that we need an all-or-above plan to get serious about building a new energy agenda for America. This, of course, means less dependence on foreign oil, more domestic production of oil like we're seeing in North Dakota, natural gas, and, of course, biofuels. It also means tougher vehicle efficiency standards that help cars to go further on a tank of gas. But my focus today, Mr. President, is on our immediate problem. We need to get refineries up and running and get gas prices down so that we can all begin to enjoy this summer. I look forward to continuing to work with the Department of Energy and my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to address the recent and unnecessary spike in gas prices and to prevent this from happening again. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.